Hi and welcome back to the channel. Hey everyone. I know it's trying to be a miserable day, but don't let it get to you, all right? Just have a fantastic Sunday wherever you are. Regardless of the results. I know Arsenal just drew 1-1 with Fulham at Craven Cottage. It's not the result we wanted, but still we got a point, and now we're 6 points behind Liverpool. They've still got the Merseyside derby, regardless of it being postponed, and that's never an easy game. So, regardless of that Merseyside derby, we've still got about two-thirds of the season to go. And anything can happen. Anything can happen as long as we're not dropping points and we're gaining points. We're still contenders. All right, Chelsea's still in there. Manchester City, they're still in there. We've got Nottingham Forest trying to creep up as well. So regardless, we're contenders. Okay, that's the way it is. It's football. That's what happens. So anyway, just gonna touch up on the game. Yeah, a few positives and not so great positives. So yet again we have injuries. So once the team sheet came out, I have to say I wasn't particularly, happy about it because I thought Gabriel would be back in the side. And with Gabriel back in the side, what it offers us is more of a sure assurances in defense. And I felt Kivio was partly to blame for the first goal, even though he's not really the one I blame. I thought, Saliba should have put in a tackle or block or something, but he didn't want to go to ground. Understandably, yeah, you want to stand up your man, but still, I felt like at that point Jimenez had nowhere else to go. He had no one else coming in, and he should have just put in a block. But hey, that's in hindsight now. So yeah, I thought Raya was good in goal. And then coming from the right to left, I thought Thomas Partey probably not his best game at right back, but it's just one of those things, and he kind of messed up the dynamic on the right hand side, if you ask me. Then moving over to Saliba, who I thought was at fault for their goal, but hey, he got us one back, at 1-1. And then Kivio was a little, shaky. Shows his vulnerability, down that side that, he's just not, Gabriel, in the sense that Gabriel clearly just, is levels ahead. Then Timber, I really didn't want to see Timber at left back, but hey, no Zinchenko, so what could we do? And I felt if Timber was on the right hand side, it probably would have helped a lot more with the dynamics, considering Lewis Kelly was also on the bench, so possibly could have played Lewis Kelly over on that side. But Arteta knows best, or knows why, really. Then moving on into the midfield, Jorginho, I don't really have nothing to say about Jorginho. He felt, other than, he's neither here nor there, in the sense that I don't really remember him that much in the game. He didn't really do anything, wow or crazy that will make you think, oh, okay, Jorginho, yo, what a game for him, or what a poor game for him type of thing. He was kind of like just coasting. And, Declan Rice was just mopping up stuff, as usual. I thought he's more within, getting the man of the match again for me, within reach of getting the man of the match again. And, yeah, because the whole team, if anything, he was probably the best player, in an Arsenal shirt today. Odegaard was not the worst, but still he was just getting kicked. So I felt for him, and kind of rolled his ankle a few times. So maybe had to do a bit of his performance lacking, a little bit today. Um, Then Bukayo Saka, yeah, Saka was just he was just average if you ask me. He did put in a good cross, and he did score what I thought was the winning goal, and that would definitely had that would have taken his numbers up. Make me praise him a lot more. But I felt he just did okay. Probably could have done better. But my criticism then comes to Kai Havertz and the left hand side. Kai Havertz, I felt needed to take a leaf or needs to take a leaf out of Raul Jimenez's book and see what a centre forward really does. He was doing that up until, a few weeks ago and he kind of fell off. He probably needs to go take a look at, like, some of his previous performances or the performance today from Jimenez and understand that that is what him as a centre forward needs to, do. Those are the standards for a centre forward. If you're not scoring goals, you're at least causing problems for, the defenders. And moving over to the left hand side, Trossard kind of started the game, a little okay. Sometimes delays on the ball or, he's just hogging on the ball. Something about Trossard, starting games. I don't like him starting games anyway. So there's just something off about him when he starts games. And the only thing is now when he was starting to pick up, that's when, his number was up. And then he had to be subbed off for Martinelli. Martinelli comes on, doesn't do, a great job, but at the same time doesn't do a terrible job. And when that goal goes in, because literally I was running late for church, and as soon as that goal went in, and to me I thought 2-1 is all good. I ran out the door, and it's unfortunate if you ask me. Like, I'm not gonna hold it against him. I thought, like, he didn't have a terrible game. The thing about Martinelli is that I rather him start. I rather Martinelli start the game and make his mistakes and get it out of the way and then figure out the game. He grows into the game. But today came in expecting to do magic. Eventually he did do the magic, but he just lacked that concentration to keep himself on side for for that goal. And it's just unfortunate. So I'm not gonna come down hard on him. He's still got a long way to go. And we all still have a long way to go. So let's keep fating the guy, man. Let's just keep going and keep pushing. You could see at the end of the game, Mikel Arteta had a bit of a smile on his face. He wasn't distraught or anything. He knows he's confident, and he knows his squad should be confident that we're still gonna come back and put in a challenge, for the title. So no need to be doom and gloom. Come on, I know it's Sunday. Get your spirits up, and got a beautiful week ahead. Let's go. All right. So anyway, thanks for watching and hope to see you guys again pretty soon. Take care.